Hello and welcome, this is Rooflemonger. So in this installment of Let's Learn Dragon Ball FighterZ, we're going to be talking about vanishing, and specifically, what to do about vanish after you've already blocked it. So if you're not already well aware, if you see a vanish coming, you can very easily down heavy it. Like, it's not even particularly difficult on the timing. But vanish, if you're not aware, so we see here Goku's going to vanish, he's going to attack afterwards. So let's see if I can just, smack out of it. And I get counter hit. So the person who does the vanish will always have the advantage after the move is blocked. So the person who does the vanish will recover first before the blocker, and thus whatever you stick out is always going to kind of connect before the person who blocked it, assuming you both do your fastest move, which is usually your stand jab. So what I'm going to walk you through here is a couple different scenarios on how to deal with vanish attack after you have blocked it. So the first option is kind of the most brain-dead, hammer-fisted option, but it is still an option nevertheless. So while the person who does the vanish does get to go first, generally speaking, they are not so advantaged that you are in a true block string, meaning you can't do anything at all. What you can do after you block the vanish is simply mash an invincible move. Now, it's certainly not an elegant solution. Tien has to burn his level 3. Most characters would have to burn level 3. Only a few people have an option to do an invincible move without meter. But it is an option nevertheless. If you know the person is going to be committed to attacking afterwards, then yeah, an invincible move will absolutely snuff them out. And it's a bit, risky, because if they know you're going to try to pull that kind of stunt, then they could simply vanish and block, and then you're pretty much going to be dead to rights. But still, once again, kind of a hammer-fisted option, but it is an option all the same. Now, another option you have available to you is to simply deflect. So, once again, they are not so advantaged that you can't hit any kind of buttons, although your normal attack buttons will lose out. But deflect starts right away, so bingo, bango, bongo, you can deflect. And after deflect too, depending on the character you're fighting, maybe you want to go for your own combo, because, generally speaking, most of the cast is going to whiff. So that's when exactly you want to toss it out and, do your own counterattack. As they're whiffing, you'll hit them and you can go into your own natural combo. Now, please do keep in mind that deflect has one critical weakness, and this is always based off reads, right? So if they know you're going to deflect, so any attack they do afterward is absolutely going to lose out. However, if they know you're going to deflect, it's really as simple as just them dragon rushing you as soon as you block the vanish attack, and your deflect is just going to get swallowed up by the dragon rush, and that's all she wrote on that. Now, there is a way to, against most characters, avoid both an attack and also avoid a potential dragon rush. Now, simply put, after you block the vanish, the single most catch-all defensive option you have as the person who just blocked is to backdash. So not many people backdash in this game. I backdash a lot. It comes from my time with, a lot of MKX, and I played a lot of Rose and Street Fighter 4, so I'm a backdasher by trade. And simply put, backdash, you're just out of trouble. Dragon Rush will also miss from that range, and you, for the most part, will get out of most situations. Now, it is not foolproof, although it is nearly foolproof. But say we have someone here with a grown large man arms like a Broly. So you try to backdash against someone like him, it's not going to work out as well. So I backdash successfully there, and no matter what I do here, his arms are simply too long and I'll still get tagged. Now, this is only really a thing for people with very long arms, and that's basically namely Broly and Android 16. But when you are against these characters, please keep that in mind, because you will not really be able to successfully backdash out because of the length of their arms. So once again, then we go back one step, right? And then the deflect method becomes a lot more applicable. Because if they do just, stick out buttons, we can still deflect just as fine as anyone else, right? They're not immune to it, but the backdash method won't be as strong. But yeah, overall, the backdash method is absolutely the safest of all the methods to deal with this. Now, to be fair, this does not mean the offensive player is out of luck if they aren't playing a character with grown man arms like Broly or Android 16. So if we do the vanish, and then they backdash, and we miss our attack, we miss our dragon rush and all that, you can still, if you make the correct read, you can call it out absolutely. So we can do something like this. And just dash forward and call them out. So like me, I'm very prone to backdashing basically every single vanish attack, right? And people who have caught up on my pattern of play have absolutely called me out by forward dashing and then doing the attack right afterwards. And while you are backdashing, you are not allowed to block, just so you know. So if someone does the vanish attack and then dashes forward, now right there, I was a bit slow, so you do have to be a little quick on the draw. But you are not allowed to block. This dummy is set to auto block, as you can see here, right? So as long as you catch them during that backdash, you will absolutely hit them out of that backdash and you'll still get your full combo. So in the end, I guess I want this to be a bit of a refresher course for people who are struggling with vanish attacks. So you don't have to be a victim once you block a vanish. You have a bevy of defensive options available to you. Just don't mash buttons right afterwards, because it's generally not going to work. Although, everything being a circle, right? Once, say, you keep backdashing, and then they want to dash forward to catch your backdash, then all of a sudden, hitting buttons after a blocked vanish starts working again, because you'll smack them out of their forward dash, right? Now, there is situations as well where the vanish attack will not be advantage on block, and that has to deal with basically a lot of, the game's multitude of aerial movement. So, say we set the enemy to jump. So, as we're jumping here, if at any point we are directly well above the enemy, like in this situation when we land, not only will I not be plus, potentially on the angle I did this move at, I can actually even be punishable on block. So if the enemy vanishes and they are above you more than the normal height that you would see during, most given vanishes, like right here, they are any higher than that, they will be negative on block, not plus. And that's the point where you can absolutely kind of go berserk and smash your buttons, because they will almost certainly beat the enemy's buttons, unless you're playing a big character and a big slow character. But besides that, for the most part, when they vanish above the normal expected height, it's going to be your turn, not theirs. So that concludes it for this video. I hope for those of you who still struggle with vanish attacks a little bit, this helped elucidate a little bit more of your options you have available to you, because once again, I said it before, but you don't have to be a victim. There's a lot you can do, and this is just some of your options. You have invincible attacks, you can backdash, you can deflect, you can be, eagle eye and see how high up they are when they hit you, because sometimes if they hit you a little too high up, it's not going to be their turn at all, and, kind of ruining the whole point of the offensive aspect of the vanish attack after the block. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can do. So thank you very much for watching. Hope this video found you well. Go out and play some Dragon Ball.
Oh, yeah.